What's going on, guys? Preston here from Preston Logan Vlogging Gaming. Welcome back to our video. So I know it's been a couple days since I posted a video on here on YouTube. I'm still doing okay, guys. I promise I'm here. Sorry I haven't been posting. I can be consistent on posting on uploads. I've just been doing some stuff and all that and stuff like that. So yeah. Um, what I've been up to, I've been like getting ready for graduation stuff. I've been dealing with my own stuff, personal stuff, and other stuff like that. But I'm still here, guys. Don't worry. I'm still here. So let's get started. So I have come to a conclusion that I'm probably not buying an iPhone. That's what I came to a conclusion with. Wanna know why? Well, I came to a conclusion that I'm not a fan. I'm not a like Apple, and I just don't see myself using an iPhone. I just don't see it happening at all. I'm sorry, I just don't see it happening. I'm probably gonna be sticking with Android rest of my life probably. Android rest of my life. Now, what Android brand I stick with? That I don't know. I'll probably go toss back and forth in Samsung, Google Pixel, Motorola probably. So yeah, I'm gonna show you. This is the boot up screen. Is my favorite boot up screen for this phone. This is one of my old phones, the Motorola G7 Super / Power that I used to own. This is the startup screen. Holy power it on. There's the Motorola logo right there. It'll take it a while to boot up because the phone's really old. It came out in 2019, so the phone's really old. Phone's old, so the keys take a while. There's the Hello Moto thing. There's my phone carrier. My phone carrier is Cricket Wireless. I type the pin in. What's it doing? Yeah, this phone is really old and unusable nowadays. Oh yeah, so I went to Best Buy today earlier, right? And I was looking at the Motorola phones, right? Oh, so you see these buttons right here? The newer Motorola phones do not have this. They have different buttons now. The newer ones that like that Motorola's do. They have different buttons than there are these buttons. I was looking at the buttons. I was messing with it for a little bit, and the buttons are not these buttons right here on the bottom of the screen right here. They're not these buttons anymore. They're different now. The stock Android buttons are different now. They're different buttons. I was looking at them like, these Motorola phones are tempting to get. Looking at them. I mean, so still the camera's like green, like all grainy and on here. Hold on, let me go and pull it up if it'll work. Sometimes this phone's really unresponsive. Sometimes it doesn't want to work. Excuse me. Okay, it's going up here. Look how like grainy like this camera is. Just looking at it, look how grainy. Look how grainy that camera looks. It looks really awful. Look how bad this camera. Look how bad, terrible that camera looks. Don't look at my feet, but look how grainy that camera looks. It looks so terrible. I mean, this is budget phone camera quality from Motorola from 2019, where it wasn't the greatest whatsoever. The camera quality wasn't good. I mean, it took decent photos, it just wasn't the greatest. You can zoom up. Let's see how long you can zoom up until all the way to. Oh, it's doing something stupid. This phone is. I don't know what it's doing. It's being unresponsive. Oh, dang it. Why is it going to Google Photos? I don't want that. That's being unresponsive. I really need to pitch this thing and get a new phone. I really need to pitch this phone really badly and get a new phone for sure. excuse me. Like hold on. You can zoom up the 8x on here. Like this is the 8x zoom. We can zoom up until. Look how grainy that looks on the phone quality on here looks. Then I think on the well, this only has one camera. This only has one camera on it. This camera on this phone is a 12 megapixel camera and 8 megapixel like I think rear or front camera is what is on it. Yeah, the camera quality on this phone sucks. It's horrible. It's like the worst camera quality ever. I liked this phone when I had it. Uh, it was okay when I had the phone. It was okay when I had it. I wasn't a fan of. It was okay phone. This was my first ever Motorola phone I've ever owned. This phone was pretty good when I had it though. I miss these back fingerprint sensors on Motorola used to have these right here. I used to miss those fingerprint sensors. Excuse me. Nowadays, the Motorola phones have they have it on the side for the fingerprint reader. Well, the G Power does for nowadays, but the G Stylus nowadays has like down here. It's a optical. It's an optical one now. It's an optical fingerprint reader now. It's optical. See, I like. Hold on. I like this peak display that they have. Motorola phones have. I like that a lot on their Motorola phone. I like that a bunch. The Samsung S series has always on display in their phones. Um, the Galaxy A36 has always on display, and the Galaxy S series is always on display, and the Google Pixels have always on display. All of them do, and the Motorola's have peak display. The G series has peak display. I mean, my carrier, Cricket Wireless, has the regular Motorola Razr. I'll look at the price on that from the Motorola Razr 2025. But it's not the plus. Well, Motorola just came out with the Razr Ultra 25, Razr Plus 25, and regular Razr 25. The regular Razr 25 is, let's see, $450 plus $25 upgrade free. That's been like, let me calculate that real quick. Let's see, and calculate it real quick. The Motorola Razr 25 is $475 on Cricket Wireless. See, I don't want a foldable phone because I'm afraid I might break it or it might like bend or something, like get bent or whatever. I was afraid that that might happen to a foldable phone, so that's why I don't want one. I don't mind it. I just feel like there's something bad might happen to it. Cricket Wireless now has the new Motorola G Stylus 2025 on there. It is $155 on cricketwireless.com. The new Motorola G Stylus is on there. And they have the G Power 25 for $125 on Cricket Wireless. They also have the S25, S24 for $675. Have the S24 FE for $475. Now the regular S25 one unlocked on Samsung is $800. The S24 FE on Samsung unlocked is $550. Well, it's actually $650. But this is my cart on Samsung because I have a Samsung account, so this is my Samsung account card, my laptop. But when you go on the S series phone section, it has like for the S24 FE, it's $650. For the S25 regular, it's $800. For S24, it's $700. Also, looking at watches, new Galaxy watches. The Galaxy Watch 7 is like $330. The Galaxy Buds 3 is like 140 or 120 130 ish is what that is. That's for the Samsung stuff. Oh, and I have the Galaxy A36 in my cart. That's for $400. Now in my Google cart, I have the Pixel 9a for 500 unlocked, the Pixel 9 for 800 unlocked, the Pixel Buds Pro 2 for 230, uh, the Google Pixel Watch 3 for 400. That's for the Google stuff. For one Motorola unlocked, I have the G Power and plus 2 years of accidental protection on Motorola Care for like 370, and I have the Motorola G Stylus 2025 for about 460 plus 2 years of accidental protection from Motorola Care. But and in total it's a total of $830 on the order summary. But that's only because it's in the Motorola cart. I mean, I haven't ordered anything or not yet because I'm not going to yet. Order anything yet. I mean, I don't know. Earlier I played with a Google Pixel earlier in the Best Buy store. I actually really liked it a whole lot. I actually liked the Google Pixel phone a lot. And I played with one of the Galaxies earlier with the 8K video on it. Oh man, that video on that phone looks so good with 8K on it. Oh man, I cannot pass that up for the Samsung phone. Cannot pass that up. 8K video. Cannot pass that up for sure. I mean, the Motorola G Stylus has 4K video on it, and the G Power has no 4K video. The G Power only records at 1080p at 30 FPS without records at. The Pixel 9a records at 4K. The regular Pixel 9 records at 4K. The Pixel 9, the 9 Pros record at 8K video. See, I don't think I could get the Galaxy S25 Edge because I looked in person how thin that phone is, and I'm afraid that phone would bend in your pocket because that phone is just like it's like so thin. It's like really thin like that. It's like that thin. It's thinner than the regular S25. I'm afraid if I bought that phone would bend in my pocket if I owned that phone. I'm afraid it'd bend in my pocket or something like that. I'm afraid it would. That's why I don't want to own. That's why I don't want to own the Galaxy S25 Edge. Now I want to mine the regular S25 or the S24 FE to own for a Samsung phone because those are good Samsung phones to own. Pixel phones, well, I wouldn't mind the 9A or the 9 regular 9. I don't want to wait for the Pixel 10 series to come out. I just don't want to wait that long. The Motorola G series, those are tempting for sure. See, the only downside about the Motorola G series two phones I'm looking at is they only have 2 years of software updates, and that's all they got. That's all they have. Now, the Samsung S series phones I'm looking at, they have 7 years of software support. The Google Pixels I'm looking at have 7 years of software support. So I can like rock the Samsung S series phone and the Google Pixel 9 series phones for at least like a good like 4 years at least at max. At least four a good at least 4 years. I can rock those phones for. But me, I upgrade my Android phones like every like 2 to 3 years usually. I've always done that with my Android phones. Now I just upgraded my phone last year. I'm only looking to get a newer phone, like a newer phone this year because one, I want to buy a higher end phone, a little bit higher end, and two, with graduation money, I can then now's my chance to get a higher end phone with graduation money. The regular S25 is $800. The regular Pixel 9 is $800. The regular Now the Motorola's are really cheap ones. They're not too. They're really cheap because I can buy those two phones off Cricket Wireless for 155, 125. I can buy those for cheap off of there. My only concern about the Motorola phones is, um, the camera quality is my biggest concern about that is, it's the camera quality, like how it's gonna be on the Motorola phone. I'm not too concerned about the Samsung ones or the Pixel camera quality because I know Samsung and Google Pixel take very good pictures. I know, especially the Samsung S series takes very good pictures because when I used to have my old S7, oh man, that phone takes so good pictures. I remember I didn't have the S7 for that long though. I had it for a short period of time. I never owned a Google Pixel, so I don't know if that'll take good pictures or not. I've heard Pixels take good pictures. I've heard Pixels take good pictures. I mean, Motorola's they took decent pictures. The Motorola is just unknown for their good software support. Like getting the software updates out to the companies. Well, that's something that Motorola lacks. Is that that's something that Motorola lacks is software support, like updating their phones all the time. That's one thing that I'm not a fan of for Motorola is that they do that. That's one thing that I don't like that they do is their software support. I mean, Motorola, they make good phones. Hear me out, but the software support is just not that good. Now, Samsung software support used to be not used to be not good either. But ever since then, Samsung software support has improved since then. And Google Pixel, I don't know much about Google Pixel software support as I haven't like really studied Google Pixel that much. I've only studied one Motorola and Samsung a lot because I'm familiar with both of them. But Google Pixel, my guess is they have they used to have bad software support too. That's what my guess is. That's what I'm guessing. They used to have bad software support. That I'm guessing probably back then. So I'm guessing, which they probably did. Now, here's the tablet I'm looking at. I'm really wanting the Galaxy Tab S10 FE because I feel like I can do something with it. Oh, I can make videos for you guys off that tablet. I could. I mean, I have a pair of Samsung headphones, but these Galaxy Buds 3s are pretty good phone. Like, not phone, sorry. They're pretty good, earbuds. I think they have noise canceling if I remember correctly. I don't want the Galaxy Buds 3 Pros, you don't really need those. Excuse me, but let me look here. I think they have the noise canceling, so one thing what they have. The Galaxy Buds 3. Why look at this? Look at the look. It says they have Galaxy AI, so they have on there. I'm trying to find the tech specs. This says they're only $180. That's pretty good for a pair of headphones. Hold on a minute. Kind of trying to find how much. I'm not trying to. This says they're 140 is what this says. I'm just gonna see if they're. Excuse me. I'm trying to see if they're. I think they are noise canceling things. What they are. Let's see. Is it saying? Wait, is it really? Wait, hold on. See, Samsung doesn't really like give you like good information on their website about their specifications. Well, what I've heard is these Galaxy Buds 3 are noise canceling. Is what I've heard. So my guess is they're noise canceling. This is my guess is these Google Pixel Buds Pro 2. They're also noise canceling headphones too. They're just Google branded headphones. I never had a pair of Google branded headphones before. Let's see. Trying to find it. Yeah, right here it says active noise canceling is what these ones are. I never had a pair of Google earbuds before, and they have USB-C charging ports. They last quite a while too, and they're $230. That's definitely worth your money for sure. Now Motorola has earbuds too. I looked into those too. I looked into Motorola earbuds too. Uh, this is what they have. They have Moto Buds Plus. They're 200. Wait, are these the new ones that they came out with? Look at their new ones. These are the Moto Buds Plus. They're powered by Bose. They're Moto Buds Plus, what they're powered by. The then they have some other ones that they came out with. Motorola hasn't really came out with earbuds because they're not known for coming out with earbuds really. They're not really known for earbuds or nothing. Now there's a pair of Sony headphones that I found on. I gotta find them in Best Buy, but there's a pair of Sony headphones that I found that I really like. I gotta find them though. I gotta find them because there's a pair of Sony headphones that I was a really big fan of. The Sony ones were I think they were noise canceling thing what the Sony ones were. Sony makes some really good stuff too. Sony makes some good TVs. They make their consoles. The PlayStations are the best out of all of them that they make. The Sony ones are. Sony makes really good products. Sony makes good products like the headphones, the consoles, the TVs are really good. They make good everything. I'm gonna clear some of my card out because uh I have like computers saved on here because Chromebooks because I'm looking to get a Chromebook. I gotta find the audio on here. I gotta find them headphones. Excuse me. I gotta find them again, but they're on here somewhere. I think that's under the Sony part. I gotta find them. They're on here some. Oh, here they are. I found it from the Sony part on here. No, it's not those. They're their earbuds. They're not headphones. I think it's these. No, it's these ones. I think it's these ones. It's these Lynx Buds S True Hours. Don't do. They're only 160. That's not bad for a pair of headphones for Sony ones. I thought about getting like some more headphones, wireless headphones, to add to my collection. Cause I have a pair of JBL headphones, and I have a pair of Samsung ones. Oh my, I love the Samsung ones. They're so good. I've always wanted a pair of Samsung wireless earbuds. I love them a lot. If I go and order from favorite Android brands, in order I go Samsung, Motorola, then Google probably. Now for phone wise, I do Samsung, Motorola, or Google. For tablet wise, Samsung. For watch wise, Google or Samsung. For earbud wise, Samsung or Sony or Google or JBL. For computer wise, Chromebook probably. Chromebook from Samsung or Lenovo or Acer for Chromebook too. Acer actually just came out with their new Chromebook, the 516 Chromebook just came out with, because I saw my guy on YouTube review it on his YouTube channel, and I thought I looked for it. I actually told him that I found it on Best Buy actually, and he tagged me, and he said thank you for finding it for him on his YouTube channel. I'm subscribed to him. If you guys want to check his channel out, his channel is called Merge Droid is his camera, not camera, is his channel. He talks about Chrome OS. He talks about like the different Chrome OS like versions that come out. Like right now, he just reviewed the Chrome OS version 1.136 features and what they have in it and stuff for that. See, I'm a fan of Chrome OS because I like how it runs. I'm not really a fan of Windows. I freaking hate Windows. I just don't like how Windows runs. I just don't like Windows. I hate Windows. Windows sucks. Windows really sucks. I hate Windows. Windows is horrible. When I did schoolwork on my computer, I was really big fan of the Chromebook because you could download pictures on there and like find them real easily and just set them as your wallpapers and stuff. That's what I liked about Chrome OS. So basically, Chrome OS is Google software based, and Windows is Microsoft based, and Mac OS is Apple based, obviously. That's what that is for like OS operations. Because for computer OSs, they have three of them. Chrome OS is Google, Windows which is Microsoft, then Mac OS which is Apple. Which I don't get why people like Apple so much. Like Apple's like this good company all of a sudden. See, in the United States, I think people they overhype Apple too much. Like my generation, all like nowadays, you get bullied for having an Android phone. Like what the heck, man? If you don't have an iPhone, like nowadays, like people like younger generation now and my generation, you get bullied for not having an iPhone. People think you must have an iPhone in order to be a cool kid, which that's not true. You don't have to have an iPhone to be a cool kid. You don't have to. I just don't see like people my generation, the younger generation below me. I just don't understand like why they hate Android so freaking much when there's nothing wrong with Android at all. There's nothing literally wrong with Android. There's nothing wrong with Android at all. Android's awesome, in my personal opinion. I think Android is better than iOS in every single way possible because I like the way that it runs, and I'm just not a fan of the way how iOS runs. I'm not a fan of iOS. I don't like how they run their software or whatever. I don't like how their phones run. I don't like their iPads. I don't like how they run. I don't like their Apple Watches how they run. I don't like any of that how they run. I'm just not a fan of it whatsoever. I've been a big fan of Android since 2016. My first ever phone I ever got was an Android phone, and I've had an Android phone ever since then. I only ever owned one iPhone, and that was back in the 2020 early in the 2020, and I used that phone till summer of 2022, and I never got an iPhone ever again because I hated how it ran, how the phone ran, and I hated everything possible about that phone. I never went back to Apple ever since because I hate everything about Apple, how it runs. I hate Apple everything how it runs. I just don't like it. So I have decided that I'm sticking with Android. I'm not switching from Android ever again. I'm not doing it. I just can't. I just don't think I can do it. Switch to iOS. I just don't think I can do it. Switch to iOS from Android. I just don't think I can do it. Someone's telling me if I got an Apple product, I probably would hate it the next minute and want to get something new because of how terrible it is. I would hate the product that I bought, and I would have bought a product that was overpriced. That I wasted my good hard money earned and on a overpriced ass product I bought, and it wouldn't be good. Like a Samsung tablet is cheaper. It's cheaper than an iPhone. Not an iPhone. Shoot, it's a Samsung tablet is cheaper than an iPad. A Chromebook is cheaper than a MacBook. Um, Sony earbuds, Samsung earbuds, Google earbuds are cheaper than AirPods. A Google Watch, a Samsung Watch is cheaper than an Apple Watch.
Sorry, I don't understand.
That was kind of creepy by Google Home. But anyway, like, I don't know, man. Like, let's see. Here's the phones I own for Android. My first ever phone, ZTE phone, then Electatel phone, then my first ever Samsung phone, the Galaxy J3 2016. Then after that phone, I had a Galaxy S7 for a short time. My Galaxy S7 was my first ever S series Samsung phone I ever owned. Then I own this phone, the Motorola G7 Super slash Power, was my first ever Motorola phone I ever owned. Then I got the Galaxy A32 5G. That was my first ever Galaxy A series phone I ever owned. Then the Galaxy A15, that phone broke. But now I have the Galaxy A54 5G that I now own. So I own three A series phones for Samsung, one J series phone for Samsung, which they don't make anymore, and one S series phone for Samsung, which I don't have that phone anymore, and one Motorola G series phone that I only own once, and I've only owned one iPhone. Only on one iPhone, and didn't like it. So yeah. Oh yeah. So there's that. But I don't know. When it comes closer to time, I'll probably decide what phone I want, and I'll try my very hardest best to keep an update for you guys on the new phone thing. And I'll give you an update of when I'm buying the PS5. I'll give you an update when I might buy the new computer. I'll give you an update when I might buy maybe a new watch maybe at some point. So yeah, actually earlier in Best Buy I was playing with the Google Pixel Watch 3. I was a big fan of it actually. It's pretty nice actually. I like the feel of it and everything. It's pretty cool. So yeah. Well, thank you guys for watching. I'm out.